Tonight, popular dried fruit and nut vendor Victor Morris passes away after being shot last year. The mother of a homicide victim appeals to witnesses and those with any information to help police get justice for her son. And the island's chief medical officer clarifies false reports of coronavirus in St. Lucia. We have the details of these stories and more coming up.
This is the Hot 7 Nightly News with Loveless and Amy Joseph.
Good night. It is Tuesday, the 28th of January 2020. Welcome to the Hot 7 TV Nightly News. We're on Flow Channel 117. The broadcast is also being simulcast on Kiss FM Radio. You can watch via our website. It's www.caribbeanhottv.com or on our free Caribbean Hot FM mobile app. I'm lovely Saint Amy Joseph. Thank you for joining us. The island has recorded another homicide case after a man who was shot in 2019 passed away. He is a former civil servant and fruit and nut vendor, UWP stalwart Victor Morris. He passed away in Martinique on Tuesday morning. Morris was shot at his home in November 2019. He was taken to neighboring Martinique for medical treatment, where he succumbed to his injuries. The shooting of Morris came as a shock to those who knew him, and the United Workers' Party described him as a loyal member who served the party for several years as chairperson of the Castries South constituency branch. On Tuesday, his brother, Quidley Morris, made a press statement. This is what he had to say.
Victor Morris fought for his life. He spent from November 3rd to this morning. It was an uphill battle for him. Many operations, going through coma, died twice on the operating table. He had a very hard time. But this morning, at 5 o'clock, he lost the battle. Victor was a wonderful human being. And I'm not saying this here today because he's my brother. But the people who dealt with Morris, who walked with him, who worked with him, who shared quality time with him, would know the quality of the man, that he was a wonderful human being. It was not cancer, it was not some unknown disease, but it was somebody who felt it his place to gun him down. We are not upset, we are not mad. We don't want to go into these details now. We want to mourn together. We want to embrace each other together. At present, we have a contingent in Martinique who is working on getting the body into St. Lucia. And we also here have made the needed arrangements to pick up the body. So this is in place right now. We don't know exactly when, the exact date, but I'm hoping before the week is up, we would be able to view our brother's body.
Morris appealed to members of the public to come forward to assist police in such cases where there may be information that could help solve crime.
Are we a lawless society? How many people can be gunned down without anybody answering any kind of question? What is happening to us as a country? Where are we going? As I understand, there are over 300 unsolved murders in this country. I don't think this one and the others should go unnoticed. We must come out and do something about it. I refuse to blame the police. All I'm saying, the community. We must come together. We are the ones who are going to stop it, not the police. I've said that before.
That was Quidley Morris, brother of slain Victor Morris. In other news, the mother of Chad Ramsey, who was murdered last year, is appealing to members of the public to help the police apprehend the known suspect in her son's case. Pearl Ramsey also lauds the police working on the case for a job well done. Rochelle Gonzalez tells us more.
The heartache of a grieving mother continues as justice is seemingly so close yet so far. Pearl Ramsey is the mother of 32-year-old Chad Ramsey, who was murdered on the afternoon of the 18th of April 2019. Ramsey was shot twice at close range by an assailant who accosted him and his younger brother along Berkeley Street, Castries, and after a scuffle opened fire, killing the Marshall resident on the spot. On Tuesday morning, his mother told Hot 7 News that his assailant, who has been identified and is well known, is still on the run. She appealed to the public to desist from hiding him.
What I want to say as a mother, I'm not saying that any mothers have been sending the children to do anything, but at least if you know his whereabouts, his people, his family, at least you should just tell him to surrender himself. Because it will be 1 year on the 18th of April that Chad died. And up to now, Chad's killer has not been found. And we know he's right here in St. Lucia.
Ramsey also appealed to the young men in the different communities who seemingly exalt individuals like the man believed to be responsible for her son's murder. She said if the tables were turned, she would not have shielded her sons, and that this is something for which she has become infamous in her community.
The young individuals that say they on the block or they in a ghetto, and they say they want whoever say there is the boss, and to tell me a man comes in your ghetto and you have to charm that man as a boss, and you know he killed an innocent man. I would like to know how that person is feeling. You understand? Because I know he's going around in the ghettos and they're just jamming him, they're embracing him. I mean, that's not boss, that's not peace. I mean, all you have to do, I'm not saying to get vexed with him, but at least tell him to surrender himself, because everybody knows, the majority of people know who he is, and they are seeing him, because when he killed my son, he was not masked. He did it in the presence of a lot of individuals. And as a mother, I am hurting, because if it was my son who did that, honestly, I would not be sleeping. I would not encourage him. I would not give him any form of encouragement. I would pressure him.
Ramsey said in the beginning she condemned the police for not doing enough to bring her son's killer to justice. That, she said, was until she was briefed about the extent of the efforts police were making to close the case. She extended her gratitude to them.
I want to give thanks to the police officers that have his case. I know they are trying. I know they are trying very hard. You understand? It's just proper information and they're on par. I know because I know who they are. I know they are trying hard. I know the members of the SSU, Muslims go. You know, I know they're trying. I know they're doing their best. Yeah. So I just want to thank them.
32-year-old Chad Ramsey was well known in the George Charles Boulevard for being a jovial and friendly peacemaker. Reporting for Hot 7 News, I'm Rochelle Gonzalez.
The island's chief medical officer in the Ministry of Health, Dr. Sharon Belmar George, is clearing the air following the circulation of false reports that indicate that the new coronavirus has been confirmed in our region.
I want to make it very clear that St. Lucia to date, we have no cases of the coronavirus disease. We are in preparation, although the transmission to the sub-region is low, but we are being vigilant and we are taking the necessary precautionary measures to ensure a level of preparation of our system.
Chinese authorities said on Tuesday that the outbreak of the mysterious new coronavirus is rapidly spreading as the official account of known cases jumped nearly 60% overnight and the death toll exceeded 100 for the first time. China said on Tuesday that 106 people had died from the virus, which is believed to have originated in the central city of Wuhan and is spreading across the country. The previous death toll on Monday was 81. The number of confirmed cases increased to 4,515 on Tuesday from 2,835 on Monday. The youngest confirmed case is a 9-month-old girl in Beijing. Industrial negotiations between the management of Unicoma St. Lucia Limited and the National Workers Union have reached deadlock. The parties began negotiations months ago. According to the union, while tremendous strides have been made, as evidenced in agreement on some fringe benefits, the hitch surrounds general wage increases for employees. The union is of the opinion that the company is now shifting the goalposts and that it is not in the interests of completing the negotiations. The union says it is prepared to meet again in an effort to bring the negotiations to an amicable closure. Should that fail, it says the company must be held responsible for derailing the process. This is the Hot 7 TV Nightly News. Still to come, Dr. Paul Slendor says he is the man with a plan for Soufrière Fossajac constituency. The NHC responds to the National Workers' Union's claims regarding non-payment of salaries to staff. And the president of an NGO expresses the need for community-level preparedness in light of coronavirus concerns. That and more coming up after the break.